Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? Welcome back. So we're going to be diving into some Kinks today. All right, we got the Kinks Father Christmas. All right, we've got an official music video for you right here. Fair warning, like I'm trying to do in all my quickly rushed Christmas reactions. If you can't see the videos because YouTube blocked it, and I would have to let it sit there for about 5 to 7 days before they allowed you to see the video, and by that time Christmas will be over. So I want to get reactions to these songs that you guys are requesting and get them out quickly. This one being on Vivo, I assume I'm going to have to block the video in some fashion because Vivo is one of those channels that does that. They block it and I can't show it for days. So I'm sorry. Maybe next year, if I'm, assuming I'm still here on the platform, maybe for the next holidays, I can do some forethought and get these out in time, okay, for you guys. So sorry about rushing them through, but I appreciate the suggestions and you guys rocking with me. So let's check this one out. The Kinks, Father Christmas. Thank you for the suggestions. Let's see what we're hearing today. Got a rocking Christmas.
When I was small, I believed in Santa Claus, though I knew it was my dad. And I would hang up my stocking at Christmas, open my presents and I'd be glad. But the last time I played Father Christmas, I stood outside a department store. A gang of kids came over and mugged me and knocked my reindeer to the floor. He said, Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoyed. Give all the toys to the little rich boys.
Those poor brats.
Don't give my brother a Steve Austin outfit. Don't give my sister a cuddly toy. We don't want a jigsaw or Monopoly money. We only want the real McCoy. Father Christmas, give us some money. We'll beat you up if you make us annoyed. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. But give my daddy a job cause he needs one. He's got lots of mouths to feed. But if you've got one, I have a machine gun, so I can scare all the kids on the street. Father Christmas, give us some money. We got no time for your silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoyed. Give all the toys to the little rich boys. Have yourself a merry, merry Christmas. Have yourself a good time. But remember the kids who got nothing while you're drinking down your wine.
Disney got inspired by that.
Father Christmas, give us some money. We got no time for your silly toys. Father Christmas, please hand it over. We'll beat you up, so don't make us annoyed. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up, don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoyed. Give all the toys to the little rich boy.
I like this one, man. Kind of gives me like a punk rock Christmas vibes on this, man. I thought how good, right? I was just speaking the other day about how everybody there's a Christmas song for everybody, right? And I don't know them all, but I feel like if I stay on this channel, I'll be able to learn more and more about them and the different types of Christmas songs there are, or seasonal songs regardless, right? There are for different people, man. And this one definitely fits the rocker vibe, the punkish vibe. If you're looking for your style of Christmas song, this might be it, man. It's definitely a banging rock song, man. I gotta say that. All right, so as we do around here, man, we've got to dive into it a little bit. So we got this one released in 1977, considered punk rock. There you go. So punk rock, man, right on, exactly what I thought. And Christmas, you got Ray Davies right here making this one for the Kinks. All right, so Father Christmas is a song by the English rock band the Kinks. It tells of a department store Father Christmas who is beaten up by a gang of poor kids who tell him to give them money instead of toys, as toys are impractical, and asks that the toys be given to the little rich boys. Okay, so I was misinterpreting that lyric in the song a bit. I thought it was the rich boys beating up Santa Claus and saying, "Give me, give us little rich boys this." No, okay, so it was the poor beating him up and saying, "Hey, give us the money. You give them the toys, man. We just want the cash." But I did hear when they were asking about giving their father a job. He's got a lot of mouths to feed, so I was like, maybe we're getting different people's stories. But no, okay, so it all adds up now. It makes sense. So background, Father Christmas is sung from the perspective of a mall Santa who is mugged by working class kids who tell him to leave his presents for the little rich boys and request for money and jobs for their parents instead. Guitarist Dave Davies commented on the song, "I love the humor of it and the aggression and the bitterness. I could see the faces of my parents when the Christmas came around. They had to struggle to make ends meet. We kind of got what we needed, but there was something fake about the holiday." In live performances, singers Ray Davies would dress up in the full Father Christmas attire. I love that, man. The song features a punk rock arrangement with a prominent distorted guitar riffs. Dave Davies commented, "Father Christmas is very special to me because it was an opportunity to put interesting guitar parts in there, guitar riffs that I think sound great. The track also features Christmas bells to add to the holiday theme." The single was released in November 1977. It was accompanied by a music video featuring Ray Davies dressed as the titular character. All right, so with this one, man, like I said, I definitely like it. The punk rock, I definitely cut onto that vibe, and it feels good for that genre of music, man. I thought it fit very well, and they did a really good job on this. I also like where the break, you know, how he pretty much says, "Hey, while you're sipping your wine, just remember the broke kids out there." The kids that, you know, they don't get anything. I get it, man. That's one thing about the holiday. I love the spirit. I love the feeling. I don't love that part where people feel very stressed that they have to provide something for other people. That's one of the bad things. You know, these holidays, some of them are really special for like retail, right? Because they know, hey, this is our time of year. It's less about the emotion. It's less about being with your family. It's more about what am I getting. So it's unfortunate that that kind of pairs with it. Now, I'm not speaking of the religious side of the house. I'm simply speaking about the other side of the house, right? The side where some of us use the holidays to kind of get back with our families. Popular time for like reunions and stuff like that, which I think is very good for families. But it hurts for those that can't provide, and they struggle, they stress out, and it brings on an extra burden for them. So I feel for them, man. Because regardless of not if you celebrate it or not, if you're in an area where a lot of people celebrate it, you feel the pressures too, even as a kid, right? You go to school, you find out everybody got 15 to 50 presents. And, you know, in your household, like me growing up, we had a lot of kids, man. You'd probably get like 2 presents. So I remember that feeling going to school, knowing that everybody was going to show up with all their new stuff and talk about all the great things that they got. And I was going to be there with, you know, my t-shirt I got and maybe a remote control car and be like, dang it. It just made you feel really inferior. Like, oh man, you know, I'm not as special as you guys. So I know the parents feel it too, right? The parents struggle. So I like this song because it kind of highlights that message, man. And for those of us who have been there, or are there to, you know, now, man, I feel for you. And, I hope that the holidays doesn't bring too much stress upon you. We're getting together with family, thankfully, so it's be our first time in a while. And that was one thing we talked about yesterday was, hey, don't bring gifts. I don't want people to feel pressure to bring gifts because not everybody's in the same position financially, right? So some people are struggling more than others. And I don't want that pressure to be on other people, and I hope you guys aren't feeling that either this time of year, man. So, my thoughts are with you on that, man. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the suggestion. Keep them coming. We've got a few days left, so we'll see what we can get in. But thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.